Yeah, I just bought that. Oh.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب أليم.
Okay. Shukriya. Thank you very much, Uthman. Jazakallah khair.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون وما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين.
MashaAllah, very good.
Jazakallah, mashallah.
Give it to him, he just introduce. What's your name?
Usman
Usman Ali.
Ali.
Okay, Usman Ali. Do you go to school?
No.
No? Okay. MashaAllah, how many surahs you have memorized? आपने कितनी सूरतें याद की हैं? 4? Okay, okay.
Answers in order?
You have memorized the surahs and mashallah you are very smart. Are you smart or your teacher is smart?
I'm smart, my teacher is smarter than me.
Okay, thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. Mashallah. Okay. Inshallah we are going to start the function and family celebrating the fatherhood, a very important topic. And before the topic, the speaker, Dr. Altaf Hussain, you know him, mashallah, this is his second time visiting our mosque. Dr. Altaf Hussain got his PhD from the Harvard University School of Social Work, and he wrote his thesis on the social problem of the immigrants. And he has been two-time the president of MSA, Muslim Student Association of America. He is also the member of the Madrasa Shura of ISNA, Islamic Society of North America. And he is a professor teaching in a faculty. He is also husband, and he is a father of 3 kids. MashaAllah, and he is the head of his family as well. And he has delivered the khutbah of Jummah today and he has also delivered the khutbah of nikah today, and tomorrow he is going to deliver a khutbah of nikah in Washington DC, inshallah. And you know, the first line of the surah that is recited in the khutbah of nikah is Ya ayyuhan nas ittaqu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahida. O people, fear your Lord who created you from one single soul. And who is that one single soul? That is Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created his soulmate from him. وَخَلَقَ مِنْهَا زَوْجَهَا. His zawja is Hawa. So Hawa comes next. And then وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spread from this couple many men and women. So the first man is the father, the first man is the prophet. So first man is the head of the family, and he has been given the book according to some traditions, so that he can lead, he can guide his family. So the first institution is the fatherhood, right? That is the motherhood, but the first institution is the fatherhood. So inshallah, I will request Dr. Altaf Hussain to kindly deliberate on the institution of fatherhood and its significance in Islam and implication in this part of the world.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله أصحابه أجمعين. My dear respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. You sound like you haven't had iftar yet. Inshallah, we'll be eating at 9:45, so we'll eat before Isha, so you can focus, inshallah, on the message we'll share with each other. I'm very glad to be back with the Masjid al-Quran, and I thank the President, Brother Athar, and also Dr. Ahmad Jabbar for the invitation. I made this session very particularly about fatherhood because it's one of those topics that we don't talk about enough, and we just take it for granted, and oftentimes we focus on children, and then maybe even more so on motherhood, because it's the men delivering the reminders, but we rarely focus the lens onto ourselves. And I couldn't have given this lecture 10 years ago because I wasn't a father, but alhamdulillah, since then I have, as Dr. Imam Jabbar said, 3 children. Omar is 10, Ahmed is 6, and Asma is turning 1 tomorrow, alhamdulillah. So I have my own challenges, and that's why when I talk about celebrating fatherhood, it's from that experience as well as from the lens of the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In Islam, what's interesting is that the Prophet ﷺ was given to us as a mercy to all of mankind. You know this, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ, that we would have sent you not, O Muhammad, except as a mercy to all of the alameen, all of the creation. What's interesting about him is that he himself was the son of someone. He himself was blessed with fatherhood, that he went on to become a father-in-law, if you will, to Umar ibn Khattab, to Abu Bakr Siddiq, to Uthman ibn Affan, and to, of course, Ali ibn Abi Talib. He was also the cousin of Ali ibn Abi Talib. He became a grandfather. So he lived out the roles that most men will live in a life. He lived those roles out. So nobody can say, well, we don't have an example of such and such. We have. The interesting thing about that is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the event that he himself would never experience the love of a father. SubhanAllah. Think about that. That he himself would be born, would be actually come into this world, and his father would have already passed away. Imagine that. That he would become, if you will, the father to so many people coming after him, but he himself never experienced the love of a father, the father holding his own child, the father loving his child. He never experienced that. But of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replaced that love with his grandfather, with his uncle, and with so many others who took him inside. their own lives and loved him for that. So why do we talk about this fatherhood? First,